I'm at Gossip's Green Community Primary School here in Gossip's Green. It's turned out a lovely evening, and all the benefit of the parents that have come visiting here, because they've reinvented the Parents Open Evening, which is great. Now I'm joined by Dawn Martin, who's head teacher. Hello Dawn, how are you?
Pleased to meet you again, lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too. Now tell us a little bit about why you've gone ahead with this open evening again.
Okay, for a number of years we have run open mornings 2 times a year, and they've been very, very well attended, usually about 180 people coming to them. And we had a number of parents who said to us, actually we'd really like to come but we work through the day, could you do something in the evening? We obviously can't do exactly the same thing in the evening, but we've got as close to that as we possibly can. So we've got all our classrooms open, we've got children acting as ambassadors and explaining some of the things that go on during the school day. We've got the Friends of Gossip's Green, our PTA, selling teas, coffees. We've got charity Young Pioneers who we work closely with, who are demonstrating some of their fabulous IT equipment. And it's just been lovely to have such a good turnout and to see so many people interacting and chatting.
It's brilliant. There's been loads of people here, little buzz, and everybody's brought their nans and granddads, uncles and aunties, and they all look so proud, showing them all their work and their class. That's lovely to see though, isn't it?
Of course it is, and they have lots to be proud of. They're proud of their own work, but they're also proud of their school, and it's nice to have an opportunity to show that off. And yes, for people who perhaps don't always get within the school gates to come and actually see what goes on in here. So,
and it's got a bit of a different feel to the normal come down the corridor and come into the hall to see plays or anything like that.
Yes.
It's got a nice little feel, hasn't it, don't you think?
Yes. I mean, it's probably not so different for me because I get to go around the whole school all the time. But the other thing that's been lovely is we've had a number of ex-pupils who've come back to see us again, and it's lovely to hear their stories and see how well they're getting on at their secondary schools.
Really nice.
So that's lovely
really
too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's been brilliant here. Young Pioneers, the teas and coffees, and Breeder, of course, with her, what do you call it?
It's Rights Respecting Schools, so it's a UNICEF initiative, and it's about the UNICEF Charter for the Rights of the Child, and recognising that all children have rights. The adults have a duty to support them to get those rights, and each child has to respect other children's rights.
It's brilliant. As a parent and as Crawley Hab Times and as the chair of Gossip's Community Forum, I'd like to thank you for your invite.
A pleasure as always, thank you.
I'm with Breeder now, and she's dealing with this corner of the hall, which is all about working with respect in the school. Tell us a little bit more about it.
We got our Rights Respecting School Level 1 just over 2 years ago, and to get Level 2 you have to make sure that it's embedded in the curriculum, so all the children know about the rights and where they came from and why they're around. But generally the children are really good at knowing what their rights are. It's part of the curriculum, it's part of our learning. It's part of us, it's part of our culture. So.
Excellent. And it's basically teaching respect for each other, isn't it? Adults and children alike.
Absolutely. And then when they worked out that UNICEF started it after World War II, when children were sent away from their families, and they said we need to protect them and make sure that doesn't happen again. So our children are very aware of the children in other countries that don't have those rights, and they're trying to do write letters to the Prime Minister and things and just say, come on, what are you doing about this? So it becomes global as well as, it's in here in the school, it's also in the community, and then also global. The older children are starting to look for things like that. So
excellent. Now you've been educating everybody that's come in here this afternoon. You've had 2 really gorgeous little helpers. Do you remember their names? Just their first names?
And Willow.
Ryan and Willow, and they were amazing. They educated me brilliantly and very fluently as well. They knew what they were talking about, didn't they? Yeah. What do you think, Breeder, of how it's gone today?
I think it's very good. I think that we've been very busy. The Young Pioneers, like we said earlier, are very similar on children's rights and making sure that all children are included. And, all the classrooms are busy, and I think the parents have had a chance to have a look and see actually what the children do, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So,
and it's quite nice as an adult to come back to a school and just be let loose, isn't it, really? Feel like a little child. But thank you for talking to us, Breeder.
Thank you very much.
And I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And with the tea and coffee ladies now, have done a brilliant job, by the way. I loved my coffee. Lovely it was. Thank you very much. Amanda, now you do a lot for the school anyway. How do you feel this day has gone? It's the very first of one of the open days, isn't it?
I think it's been very popular. It's good to see mums and dads and grandparents turn up up and see the work that the children have done.
Yeah, it's a nice little family affair.
Yeah, it is.
They look really proud, don't they, showing them all around?
Yeah, well, most parents are working parents these days, so they don't have time to come in school time to come and see what their kids get up to on a day-to-day basis at the school. So yeah, I think it's good to have it in the evening, and we're always here to help.
And Joanne, what did you think of what's happened today?
Yes, like Amanda said, I think it's excellent for the evening because most people can't make it in the day because they work, so they can actually come along in the evening with the kids as well. So I think it's a win-win situation, really.
You both got children here still?
Yes, we do.
Same class. 1T, 2TW. Yeah.
They're growing up nicely together, are they?
Yes, they are.
Excellent.
And they'll be going up together, obviously, year 3, 4, so yeah.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wish them all the best. Well, thank you for talking
Thank
to
you
us.
very much.
And thank you for the tea and coffee.
You're welcome.
And the biscuits.
Yes.
I'm still at Gospel Green Community Primary School. It's absolutely amazing. It really is quite a lovely little atmosphere. And we're with Luke Lancaster. Luke, you are the Managing Director of Young Pioneers.
I am indeed. I started Young Pioneers when I was just 12 years old, after I was bullied at school, and working with my father, we've run Young Pioneers now for 7 years. So I started when I was at school, and I was in bottom sets because I'm fully dyslexic. I told a teacher I wanted to learn, and was attacked and assaulted by 4 boys to the point where I was put in hospital. I tried to find an organisation to help me overcome what I'd gone through, but I couldn't find anything. So I decided to start my own organisation that gives young people the skills to overcome their adversity, be successful and progress in life. And we work with every type of young person, from a young person who's been abused to a young person who's been raped or bullied. It depends, but we work with any type of young person that we can find.
Some of your stories, they're quite heart-wrenching, aren't they, to be fair? On a serious note, there are some people that really, really desperately needed you when you were there for them.
Yeah.
That's really great, though, isn't it?
Thank you very much. For us, when we work with our kids, it is a real satisfying feeling. When we wake up in the morning, we don't do it for money, we don't do it for awards. We do it to make sure that kid has a smile on their face, and that's what's important for us.
That's fantastic. Now, along with that, obviously the business that you run, which then donates money to charity, which I think is absolutely amazing. Tell us a little bit about your products.
Okay. So we actually have a charity trading arm, much like an Oxfam would for clothes, but what we do is we sell technology. So some of the brands that we've got on board are brands such as Canon, Samsung, Sony, LG, Panasonic, Olympus, lots of different brands, everything from TVs through to headphones and earphones and the such like that. We also then sell some of the technology that you'll see here today at Gossip's Green, everything from Leap Motion to Mindplay headsets, and also some of the cameras that you see here as well.
Now, you sell the products pretty much at the same cost as everybody else.
Yep.
But then you take a percentage and give it to charity.
Yep.
So when people have the option of buying from a shop or you, which is both just as easy, you will give some of the money that they give to you straight to a charity. That's right, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. So for example, if you buy a Canon 1200D from Argos or Currys, it will cost you £289. If you buy it through us, it only costs you £285 and £27 gets donated to the charity.
And that charity is Young Pioneers.
Yep.
If anybody wanted to speak to you, Luke, wanted to get in touch, can you give us a little bit of contact details?
The best place to contact us is either through Facebook or our email address, and that's josh@ypcharity.org. Or if you visit us on Facebook, which is YP Charity, or follow us on Twitter, which is again YP Charity.
Well, Luke, listen, I'd like to wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Luke.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Pleasure.